Let's now see another distribution. This is the website, this is the main page of the mechanized, WW mechanized distribution. As we could see, this is the version number, this is the old version number, so there's a list of the older versions. So you can see these versions. These are the versions with the underscore in the version number are usually developer versions, so you're slightly more at risk installing them. Something might go wrong, but in general you would fetch the latest version anyway. You can switch to some older version if you want to see what was there, maybe the documentation, maybe something else in the older version. If you're actually upgrading, then there are a couple of there's another tool here, the other tools. There's the other tools. So other tools are actually two other tools here. One of them is the diff, which is very important when you're trying to upgrade a module. So you can on the website of Search CPAN you can diff between two versions and then see what really changed. The other one is grep, so you can grep the module itself, all the source code of the specific version of the module, and it will show you different so it will show you the content if you're looking for something. Then this module has, you see, various test reports. So this got like 400 something test reports. Most of them passed. There were a couple of fails and NA and unknown. These are different versions of the test system, usually not working correctly. Then there are two links to the reports. So one of them is the view reports. Let's go there. And this leads us to the CPAN testers website, which is unfortunately currently a little bit slow. So yeah, yes. So this is the CPAN CPAN testers website, and then you can see here. Well, let's make it a little bit smaller, and then probably you can see better. So you can see here a matrix of the on this side you see version numbers of Perl, these operating systems, and these are the version numbers of the module that has a report, a successful report. So on this version of Perl 5.15.1 on FreeBSD, the latest report we got, the latest successful report we got was from this 1.68, version 1.68. That doesn't mean that later versions don't work, it's just that no test report was sent in yet. And these versions, you see 171 is the latest version which got a test report. It all depends how often the testers send in report, how many people, additional people send in reports, and so on. So this is the past summary. And if we go further down, then here is the actual list of the detailed tests. You can pick for which version of the module you would like to see, and you can see here the actual failure. So I can click on this one and see the actual failure. And this is an email basically, and you can see that this is a warning, and then here this is a failure. Okay, so that's especially important for the module author, but even to you, if you're trying to install a module, it's important to see whether maybe you will find out that a certain version of the module, the latest version that you are trying to install, for some reason doesn't install on your operating system. I mean, it can happen. It happened to me that I was using a version of a module, and then for some reason we installed a new on a new machine we installed from CPAN, and that was the latest version that we were installing, and we were using an older version, and the latest version didn't work because that broke on that Solaris. So it wasn't that central to the developer. And then I came here because I didn't understand what was going on, and I saw that on on Solaris all the tests failed for that particular version. But from this matrix I could get the highest version number that had a successful test report. So even though the latest version of the module didn't work on my operating system and on my version of Perl, I could go and find out which was the latest that got a successful report, and then I could go with that. I could then test the other versions, and I could send in a bug report and so on, but I could immediately solve the problem just by looking at the test reports. There are lots of other things within these CPAN testers, so you can see those, but these are the most important parts. So that's the CPAN testers. Then the ratings, if we click on this one, and then we'll see the ratings. So CPAN ratings, you can, after you sign up here, you can describe something about the module, and then many times it's useful to read about the comments here, because sometimes they point you to a different module to use. Sometimes they tell you what to be cautious of, and what might work and what might not. So it's sometimes useful, and it's very recommended that you too add your comments there. So I think that's about it. In this module, you can see that there are several modules, and then some more files that have only documentation. So these are not PM files; these are just pod files. That, as you can see, the extension here at the bottom. So you can these are just documentations, and even this one is a script that will be installed, and it has some documentation. That's the reason it's here. For that, this one has a version number, the others don't have version number for some reason. This module, as you can see, has a license, so this is a Perl 5 license, but make sure this license is what comes from the meta JSON file in this case. And there is also licensing information in the module, and depending on how strict your company is in checking those, you should check both of this information. Changes file, we talked about how changes file looks like. If you click on this one, you will see it's not exactly the same format. And here's the makefile.pl, so if you would want to further see examples how makefile.pl looks like, then you can look in these makefile.pls in various modules.